right. Your next comic comes all the way from Jacksboro. Good friend of mine, super funny. Be careful, he may steal your woman. Put your hands together for Wayne Morris.
I don't know why they say that. Get up here, host Nick. Yeah, get up here yourself. Thank y'all very much for coming out tonight. Like he said, my name is Wayne Morris. I'm from Jacksboro, Texas. Y'all ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's like any other small town in Texas, just high school football and meth, you know? Nah, man, growing up in a small town like I did, I kind of get concerned. I think my town only preys on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the other day, this chick, she's on Facebook. She's like, prayers today, I'm going to be a nurse. And then 5 hours later, she's like, oh, God had other plans for me. I was like, man, don't blame things on God like that. I'm like, sorry, babe, I didn't mean to cheat on you. God put that secretary there. It's like, sorry, boss, I was late for work. God put traffic in my way, you know? Do you think when I die, God's gonna be like, Wayne, you were 3 likes away from that threesome you always wanted? Nah, man, another thing in a small town is the lady that I really enjoy on my social media is the complainer, or the bitcher. You have her, right? We all have her. My lady's fucking pissed at Sonic this week. She counted how many fries were in her large fry. So God, she said there was 46 fries last week. This week's only 26. Yeah, you know her husband just goes home and spits his own food every night, you know? Just preparing. Another person that I really enjoy is the spell check rebel, is the person I like to call him. You know, you see them, they spell tomorrow with 3 A's and 4 M's. They can't ever get lose and loose correct. You see it, right? Yeah. Yeah, dude. And you know they have to argue with the thing. It's like redlining. It's like, this is fucking wrong. This is incorrect. But they're like, no, I'm smarter than the creator of the phone, you know? I'm glad that Steve Jobs is dead. D-E-D. Nah, man. Everyone have kids here? Yeah, I have kids, and one thing they don't really prepare you for is like how things have changed with your kids, you know? Like my kids' dolls have changed. It's not G.I. Joe, G.I. Jane anymore, it's G.I. they, them. You know? You know, it's like don't ask, don't tell, definitely don't assume, you know? The few, the proud, the we. But one thing they don't tell you about is, or one thing they do tell you about is like, oh, they always like, oh, that generation's spoiled, or this generation's spoiled. I remember my grandparents saying that about me. I kind of see it. My son, he's kind of spoiled, you know? He can't go to bed unless he has this white noise machine. Have y'all seen these? It's like static on TV, you know? I kind of feel them. I grew up poor, though. Like, I need a little white trash machine, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Like, just a little domestic violence through the wall. You know, like, you gotta do what's going on! Yeah, that dude would sleep every fucking night, you know? A little white trash candle, you know, the smell of cigarettes through the living room door. I'm so white trash, both my baby mamas wear pajamas in public. Yeah, no, and my white trash is like deeply rooted. Like my grandma, she's the reason why you have a lot of your warning labels on your medicines, because she loves to sue people. True story. One she sued, the last one I remember her suing was this fucking laxative company. And like she sued them because she got so addicted to it, she couldn't shit without it. I swear to God, that was my grandma. Yeah, they're the Correctall laxative. Like they have the warning label on there now because of her. You know, it's like Correctall. You know, you can't shit without it. True story. No, really no. Yeah. Things are crazy with my kids though. Like my daughter, she brought home these inclusive dolls the other day. Have y'all seen these?
Yeah.
You've seen these, right? There's like Down syndrome Barbie, splotchy Barbie, shit like that. You haven't seen them? Yeah, I really like them, but like I start flipping through the book and I start feeling left out. You know, where's my inclusive doll? You know, where's Teen Pregnancy Barbie? Or like, where's Deadbeat Dad Ken? I'd call him Nick Cannon, but that's just me. The big one in my hometown, we both my parents raised my kid, Barbie. Really though, any of y'all have like daughters? Young daughters? I have an 11-year-old daughter this year, and there's one thing they don't really prepare you for, is how bad 11-year-old girls' sports suck. Dude, she lost the other day 67-1. She scored the one though. you know? And I started getting mad at this guy named Joe Rogan, you know him? Because he doesn't want trans in my daughter's sports, but I kind of do, you know? I kind of want a 6'4" white guy with a beard dunking on my daughter. You know, leave it to a man to make women's sports watchable. Nah, I'm just kidding. But really, you know, my parents didn't prepare me for some shit, you know, because my parents always built me up in life. They said, Wayne, you can be whatever you want to be in life. You can be whatever you want to be in life. That was a fucking lie. Doctor was never in the cards. Pro sports, that shit wasn't happening. Well, now my daughter, she's a goddamn dumbass. She failed 3rd and 4th grade math. And I was like, Allie, your best bet is to probably drop out at 16, you know? You just join the workforce. Sonic will hire you. Who here knows what idioms are? Idioms, old people sayings. You heard them your whole life, like as a crow flies, things like that. Those are idioms. One my grandpa always said is, Wayne, they got more money than you can shake a stick at. Well, I have Google now, and I Googled that the other day. There's no fucking meaning to that. Yeah, you can shake a stick at any fucking amount. Another one my grandma said the other day, we were watching someone awkwardly do something. She goes, well, Wayne, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I Googled that idiom. That idiom actually stems from there's more than one sexual position. Yeah, more than one way to skin a cat, yeah. And basically my whole life, my mom, my dad, my aunt, my grandma, all of them been like, well, Wayne, there's one way to fuck. Yeah, here I am, so basic white boy sex, you know, I'm gonna pull on it, back none of that shit. Another idiom is there. Why whenever you're sad does someone say there, and how does that help in any way? They're there whenever you're sad, you know? They're there. And what form of there is it? Is it like they are there? They are there, they're there? You know, how does that help when you're sad, you know? And when people get sad around me, I get more awkward. I'm more like, stop. You know, go there. It's awkward. The only thing more awkward than when people are sad around me is when people compliment me. You know, I'm a dude, I don't like being complimented. And then another thing I don't like is, y'all ever calling fake sick to work and then everyone texts you like, hey, I hope you feel better soon. It's fucking awkward, you know? Another one is, I ain't scared of shit. That idiom, like, I've had 2 kids and I'm an adult, I've been through COVID, and it seems like I get more shit on my hand than I ever thought I was going to do in my life, you know? I'm kind of scared of shit, you know? Hell yeah. Oh, y'all married here? Yeah, y'all married? I actually lost my wife during COVID. Yeah. She left me for the 51-year-old yoga instructor, teaches at Berkeley. She left me for that guy. A little skinny white guy, looks just like Richard Simmons. He's got curly hair. He's got 1,000 published hours on YouTube, hundreds of books. And I thank God every night he wasn't black too, because those angles and a bigger dick, I would have killed myself. Really though. But yeah, she left me for that guy. And I was like, man, I can win her back. I got this shit. I started learning stretches and poses. I found out I'm highly allergic to incense. When I burn incense, I break out. You know they're burning them every night just fucking, you know? But I don't know what's more fucked up. The fact that Gandhi's fucking my wife, or after I learned those stretches and poses, I can suck my own dick now. Really, that happened to me March 8th, 2020. And first thing I did is I started binge watching TV shows alone. You ever do that? First show I watched was a show called Love on the Spectrum. You ever seen this shit? So they match up autistic people and they make them pay on Netflix. Yeah. Have you seen it? Just me? Hell yeah. Really, y'all haven't? Oh, you've seen it? Oh yeah. Yeah. Abby can get it. I'll tell you right now. No, but man, I started learning something about myself about binge watching this. Pretty goddamn sure my ex was autistic. But not a math autistic or a science autistic. Definitely not a cook or clean autistic, I'll tell you that much. She was the kind of autistic that was really good at fucking yoga instructors behind my back. She's mathematical with that shit. The second thing I do is I join dating apps. You ever been on dating apps? Man, when you get dating apps, they really try to connect to you, especially during the pandemic. You know, they really try to go hard. You know, they're like, Wayne, you'll be matched with like-minded people just like you. Well, apparently, I'm a 400-pound black chick or a ghost. You know, I'm trying to get laid, so I start doing the Running Man. You ever do that? Yeah, dude. Anyone ever just be on dating apps? No, I do the Running Man, dude. I just swipe right to everybody, you know? Fuck it, dude. Sometimes the trans will slip through the crack. I'm like, not today. I'm not that desperate yet. But really, man, I just swipe them right, you know? And I start ignoring red flags because I'm just trying to get laid. You know what I'm talking about, right? The first chick I want to date with, I ignored this red flag. She drank milk with every meal. She drank milk with spaghetti. You know what fucking gross that is? Yeah, that's gross as shit. It's an easy lay but weird kisses. The second chick I go on a date with, she was super hot. And I was like, how did I score this? How did I score this? Well, we get to the restaurant, and we're in the parking lot, and she starts rifling through her purse, and she says, hey, are you going to judge me? Well, I'm trying to get laid, so I'm like, no, I'm not going to judge you, you know? I'm not judging you. But I was, you know, but whatever. She's rifling hard, though, and I was like, man, is she about to do some coke? You know, like, is she about to eat a donut? What's this bitch about to do? She pulled out a fucking CO2 cartridge and whip it my passenger seat. I swear to God, dude, the balloon went up and down and hit my fucking windshield. I was like, I'm judging. You're not married for this shit. The third chick I go on a date with, she's from Oklahoma, Ryan, Oklahoma. Pretty quick into the date, she informed me that her and her family don't believe in dinosaurs. Yeah, I was like, what do you mean you don't believe in dinosaurs? She's like, yeah, the Earth's only 12,000 years old. Dinosaurs never existed. I was like, man, dude, I can handle some religious differences. I might be able to date an atheist. I can't date another damn autistic. Nah, really though, that happened to me. She left me during the pandemic, and you know, you start learning some stuff about yourself. Like I learned, like, at what point to play with yourself gay? You know what I'm talking. But you know what I mean? Like, is there points for playing with yourselves gay? You know what I mean? Like, is it the time I painted these fingernails green and I painted these pink? And I'm jerking off with these like this and shove these on my ass, you know? Is it the time where I actually jerked off the tranny porn? Or is it the time where I tried to walk down the wall and try to suck my own dick, you know? Yeah, it's all pretty gay. Because I'm a dude. Okay. Have y'all have significant others here? Yeah, most of y'all, right? And y'all ever get into arguments over little shit? Like, I was telling my girlfriend all week about the show. And then here comes the time, I'm coming to the show, and she's like, I don't fucking remember you saying that. You know, you have it, right? You have these arguments where you know you told them all week. Now, I would never hit her, but I could damn sure see why her exes did, you know? Really though. But you ever try to text them or say something, like, especially, like, maybe you say something in the morning and it just doesn't come out right, you know? And then you'll get in an argument all fucking day about it, you know? Like, she misconstrues you. And like the other day, I was asking her to hand me something, and instead of it coming out, hey babe, would you please hand me this? It accidentally came out, you stupid fat bitch, you ruined my fucking life. I don't know why the fuck she got mad at me, you know? Oh. Nah, man. I have a son and he's 6, and he sometimes he kind of acts out. You know, he's a 6-year-old, and I found a thing lately that I could say that like everyone just agrees with. Like if he's like acting like a little shit at a restaurant or something, I'll be like, you know, I got him vaccinated and gave him ADHD. And it could be like, it doesn't matter who it is, they'll say something, you know. If it's a right-wing person, that goddamn Biden and fucking Fauci. Or if it's a left-wing person, they're like, yeah, you know, like, thank God at least you got him vaccinated. But you know the best vaccination for a kid? Plan B. One thing I learned while being single and stuff is, well, I started thinking, like, you hear a lot of stories when you're on dates about how people's grandparents met or parents met. And I was trying to think, man, generation to generation, dating's really changed. You know, like my grandpa, he couldn't go out with my grandma until he met her parents. My dad was the same way. He had to meet my mom's dad before he could take her out. And I kind of feel that, except nowadays, by the time I meet a chick's fucking dad, I've already fucking fucked her, first date. I had shit on my thumb. I had to fucking change the goddamn sheets already, And I'm just shaking this guy's hand on it. Yes, sir, nice to meet you, Never been took your daughter out before. One thing I was thinking about the other day is, what if people from history had social media? Right? Like, the first one I thought of right away was Amelia Earhart. You saw that haircut. You know how pride heavy she would have been in June? Or like, you got like Martin Luther King. You know how many fat white chicks with purple hairs would be in his DMs right now? Or you got like JFK. Yeah, he's the very conceited type. You know how many, FaceTime and headshots he'd be doing?
He's always in his hair like this. Headshot. Yes.
Oh. Y'all ever people watch? I'll leave y'all with these little jokes right here. Y'all ever people watch?
Oh yeah.
I'm a fucking bad people watcher. You ever people watch? You just look at a couple and think, man, how do they fuck? Especially a biggin, You're like, man, how much flour do they have at home, And I know you're probably thinking like a male and female couple, but I'm just thinking like two big males, It's like matted up belly hair, Oh, yeah, I'll leave y'all with that. I'm Wayne Morris. Thank y'all very much. Good on your host,